world.
Good morning. Thanks so much for tuning into the Weather Channel. Jim Cantori staying with me for at least the beginning of this hour.
Yes.
And I miss working with you in the mornings. We've been doing the solo thing for a while, but we have some changes.
Well, thank you very much. Yeah, we'll be doing it together again, working that is, once we get into April 1st, because that means we're going to go to a new schedule. I think you're going to like the morning programming too. We're going to do some longer blocks. We're going to have some more stuff to show you, and if you really get into the weather like some of us, you're going to really like it. So stay tuned.
Right. It's kind of like they do that night. It's more the co-anchor type stuff, incorporating video and longer segments and so forth. So
exactly.
hopefully,
so stay tuned. We're looking forward to getting up an hour earlier too, by the way.
We'll be here a little early, but it's going to be nice, I think, to work with a partner once again. It gets a little lonely out here. Anyway, weather. We've got a lot of weather to talk about. The folks in Dallas were having a hard time yesterday and this morning with the freezing drizzle. Let's go to the video right now and show you some of that ice and oh, this is awful. People like bumper cars out there. Tremendous amounts of freezing drizzle, below normal for highs for yesterday afternoon. So that cold air really did a job across the Texas area. I mean, temperatures in Dallas are in the 30s and normal highs should be in the 60s. Today we're still facing a little freezing drizzle, although temperatures are quickly on the rise. We're already about 34, 35 degrees in Dallas. We're just going to expect some drizzle to be happening in the Dallas area today. All of the precipitation is heading off toward the east, and temperatures are on the rise. So that's really good news. It's 34 in Dallas, still 30 in Little Rock, 38 in Birmingham. We've got the rains now kind of coming into play across the deep south, from Atlanta all the way down through Panama City, New Orleans. And as Jim was saying, it's going to be a lovely weekend in Atlanta with lots of rain. Just miserable weather we're facing over the next week or so. Hang in there, hopefully, and I'm hoping, as you are, that we're going to get a pattern change here. But until we do, it's just going to be kind of miserable. We've had a little disturbance that was sliding on through Kentucky and in through Tennessee and West Virginia this morning. There's a little light snow throughout the southern Appalachians, and we've had just light rain, very light rain across the deep south. We've had this big high pressure really from New York all the way back on through Oklahoma, and with that high, we've had a few weak disturbances trotting along, but they haven't had the moisture to work with. But that's going to change as that high starts to exit, are coming together, and we're getting a big problem. Just kind of a cold day across the Northeast today. On the southern extent, we're talking about the snow. We're not talking about tremendous amounts of snow, maybe another inch or two around Lewisburg and right on down through the central Appalachians, but just enough to cause some slippery roadways, and that's just about it. Meanwhile, in the west, we have tremendous amounts of rain. We were setting record rainfall totals around Sacramento and San Francisco yesterday with heavy rains, and we are expecting heavy snows through the Rockies. Colorado Rockies already have winter storm warnings up. Let's show you the satellite into motion, show you where that low is swirling about here. There it is off the coast. Sorry about the choppiness of the satellite picture, but you get the drift. The moisture is working its way on northward. We had some pretty heavy snow throughout the Sierra Range. We still have snow advisories in effect for the Cascades of Oregon. It's been snowing pretty heavily around Klamath Falls, and the snows are now starting up through the Bitterroot chain too, with rain around